making his way back to the 10, to the 5.
It's time for high school sports, right here on your home for local sports, the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Biosports Physical Therapy, Charter College, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Rivercom 911, and Sangster Motors. And now let's get ready for high school sports. It starts now on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel.
We're tied at 1. Hallie Stegman.
Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to Wenatchee High School, where we have the first of 3 consecutive nights of Wenatchee versus Eastmont here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Tonight, it's volleyball, where the Panthers host the Eastmont Wildcats. Tomorrow, it's football with the Bridge of Sportsmanship at Wildcat Stadium in East Wenatchee. And then on Saturday, we've got soccer between Eastmont and Wenatchee as well. But first things first, we're going to get some bump set spike here tonight. And 2 teams coming off of big wins earlier this week, with Eastmont going to Sunnyside, picking up a 5-game victory. Meanwhile, Wenatchee here at home, it must have felt like they won the state title because they beat West Valley, and that's a hard thing to do in 5 games. So they're going to meet here tonight. It seems every time they get together, they go 5. We'll see, and we'll talk to the head coaches coming up. It's Wenatchee and Eastmont here from Wenatchee High School on the NCWLIFE Channel.
For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to ncwlife.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-2020.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yes, it's me. It's my husband. I think there's something the matter with him.
It was a feeling that I'll never forget, like being able to meet them and know that he survived.
Okay, tell me what's happening. Is he conscious?
No, he's not. He's not.
Okay, take a deep breath for me. I'm getting you help.
Rivercom means to me that I still have my husband here with me. They're the ones that guided me through saving his life.
Welcome back here on the pregame show on the NCWLIFE Channel. Now visiting with Corinne Davis, the head coach of Eastmont, off to a 3-4 start overall, but 3-0 in the Big-9 and a big win on the road on Tuesday night. Talk about that one. Boy, what a hard-fought night.
It definitely was, and I have to give it to Sunnyside. They are a whole new team, and I just think that we underestimated them. We 100% did, but it was a good match for sure.
Well, and nice to come out not only on a win, but also on the road like that when you do get surprised.
Yes, 100%.
So let's talk about this. It seems every time you guys get together with this team across the river from you, it goes 5 games. I mean, it's just a gut-wrenching night. What are we expecting tonight?
I expect nothing less. Like, I'm ready for 5. I told our bus driver it's probably going to be 9:30. I mean, knock on wood, I guess. But overall, I just hope it's a good match. I hope both teams perform the way that we hope they will, and that it's a good match. That's all I ask when we play, especially a rival match.
Who's the spark plug for you? Who really needs to be able to hone in and get the girls going?
I probably have to give it to Ash and Brenda. Brenda controls that back row and just kind of everything. And then Ash definitely controls that front row. Like, I mean, she's got it. She's there. She's on. We should be fine.
Well, thank you for taking the time. Oop. Keep everybody healthy. I should have blocked that for you. And have some fun tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Corinne Davis joining us here on the pregame show. We're going to talk with the head coach from Wenatchee, Marnie, right after this on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Hi, everybody. In North Central Washington, I'm Dan Kuntz, and I do the honors each and every weekday morning at 7 a.m. to bring you live local news, local weather, local sports. It's called Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's a fun show. I enjoy doing it. I invite you to watch it. It's Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. live right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. I interview movers and shakers, We have a good time. Start your day live and local. Wake up Wenatchee Valley right here with yours truly on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. You can lift this up.
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care. They speak your car's language.
Dankeschön.
We're going to grab Marty McMahon, the head coach for Wenatchee, in just a moment. They're having the coaches meeting with the officials first, so that's more important than me talking to her right now. As our pregame show continues here on the NCWLIFE Channel, we're talking about the games earlier this week. Now, as Coach Corinne Davis talked about, Eastmont went on the road and was able to get a win against Sunnyside. It wasn't easy. 26-24, 24-26, 22-25, 25-13, and 15-10. The scores in that one on Tuesday night. Meanwhile, Wenatchee, as I mentioned here, were able to knock off the West Valley Rams. What a huge win for the Panthers as they won at 25-22, 23-25, 25-20, 30-32, and then came back and won that fifth game 15-8. We're going to talk with Marty McMahon about that game and about this one tonight. Coming up next here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
Here on the pregame show on the NCWLIFE Channel, visiting with Marty McMahon, now the head coach for the Wenatchee Panthers, coming off of a huge win on Tuesday night. I know as a coach you like to think, okay, that was a quality win, but I know the girls had to be fired up about that.
Yeah, it was a great win for us. West Valley's always been the powerhouse in the Big-9 for, probably 12 years now, and they've never been knocked off. So, just watching them and doing a lot of film on them this week, we knew we could physically match up well with them. It's just whether we could execute that on the court, and they did.
They usually have a huge front line, and I'm sure that's probably no different again this year. So how did you match up with that, and then how do you carry that from one night to the rest of the season?
Yeah, well, we implemented a couple different defenses, so we definitely modified our defense just to cater to their big hitters. They have 2 D1 players, and we really had to slow down their touches, and we executed really well. They weren't able to adjust to our defense fast enough in a couple of those sets to end up getting the win. So we did a great job of executing defensively, and my hope is that we just stay disciplined. We got a lot of young kids, and it's whether they can stay disciplined here. If they can do that, they can be really consistent.
Well, let's talk about that youth movement real quick. You got 3 freshmen in your starting lineup. The good thing I was thinking about that was that, they don't know who West Valley is. They don't care.
Yeah, they're learning a lot in a short amount of time for sure. They're great kids. They work really hard. They're actually really mature for their age, honestly. So, yeah, they didn't know really anything about West Valley, so they just came in and they just tried to ball out.
All right, let's talk about rivalry game here tonight. You can't live in the past. You got to live right now. So what do you expect?
Well, it's always a great game with Eastmont. The culture's great. The environment's great. So, it just depends on I expect a good game. I think that we do well against them physically, so it just depends on if we can control the serve and pass game.
Yeah, and sometimes you worry, I would worry as a coach about an emotional letdown because you had that big game on Tuesday and then you come out here tonight and I know you spent a lot of energy as well as mental energy.
Oh, absolutely. You literally spoke my words in the pep talk earlier today. We just have to be emotionally stable. And if we can do that, the numbers don't lie, and hopefully we can come out on top.
Well, best of luck here tonight. Keep everybody healthy.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Marty McMahon joining us here on the pregame show. We'll come back and get you the lineups and get you ready for our first serve. It's Wenatchee and Eastmont tonight here at Wenatchee High School on the NCWLIFE Channel.
For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to NCWLIFE.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@NCWLIFE.com or call 888-2020.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we'd gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Swing by today and get road trip ready with our always free pre-trip safety check. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders, or something else altogether.
We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Yes, we would all love to have a crystal ball to tell us precisely where the local economy and real estate market is headed in 2021 and in the near future. However, what we do have here at NCWLIFE Channel are local experts we connect with every week to give us the inside scoop on all you need to know about your home and our local real estate market. Join me each week while we find out what's happening in the greater Wenatchee Valley. I'm your host, Crystal Hughes, and you are watching At Home with NCWLIFE.
Hello, my name is Brian Brett, the Fire Chief for Chelan County Fire District 1, and I just wanted to talk about how amazing our Rivercom team is. They are intentional, purposeful, and skillful in everything they do, and they are the best at what they do. How they prepare, how they handle the caller, how they coordinate the emergency services, and how they push themselves to be the best. This is the kind of spirit that our Rivercom telecommunicators have. Our community needs you, we need you, we admire you, you're our lifeline.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35 plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
Well, I'll tell you what, it has been a while since we've been able to do volleyball in the fall and have fans in the stands. Last spring, it was just you, me, and a court and players, and that was about it. Now, things got a little better as the spring went on. But nice to have fannies in the seats here at Wenatchee High School tonight. And a good evening to you. Eric Granstrom with you as we get ready for volleyball. Big-9 Volleyball here on the NCWLIFE Channel. With Eastmont Wildcats coming in with a record of 3-4 overall. They're 3-0 in Big-9 play, taking on the 2-1 Wenatchee Panthers. Panthers with a win against West Valley was their opener earlier this week in Big-9 play. Let's take a look at the starting lineups here for both teams as announced by their head coaches. First of all, Corinne Davis is the head coach at Eastmont. She's assisted by Joe Gwynn and Lori Butterfield. Getting the start tonight will be Ashlyn Grasseth, who is a 5'9 senior. I apologize, I do not have heights for the Wenatchee starting lineup. Tamron Heimbigner also getting the start, a 5'9 junior. She wears number 3. The captain is Rachel Hamilton, a 5'6 junior. She wears number 4. Sarah Peterson is a 5'7 senior. She wears number 5. Tori Woolsborne is an outside hitter. She's a 5'6 junior, wears number 6. And number 8 is Emma Bennett, a 5'8 junior. The starting lineup here for the Eastmont Wildcats. Brenda Calvillo will be the libero for the Wildcats. The non-starters for Coach Corinne Davis include Rebecca Barra, a 5-foot senior. Michaela Staines, a 5'3 sophomore. Lydia Riggs, a 5'4 junior. And Jasmine Seltz, a 5'6 junior. For the Wenatchee Panthers tonight, as announced by their head coach, Marnie McMahon. Thanks to Marnie for joining us on the pregame show, as well as Corinne Davis. Marnie is assisted by Kayla Randalls, Emily Irvin, and Jordan McGregor Hansen. Starters include Ireland Branham. She's a senior setter, wears number 2. Ashton McMahon is an outside hitter. Junior, wears number 4. Marin Stuber is a freshman, one of the 3 freshmen in the starting lineup here for the Wenatchee Panthers. A middle blocker, she wears number 5. Erin Walagorski is a junior, and she wears number 8. Addie Schultz is a senior, middle blocker. She wears number 12. And Kiera Demergen, freshman, wears number 15. The libero for the Panthers, another freshman, wearing number 1, Ava Jo Berry. And watch out for Ava Jo Berry. According to those that I spoke with here at the gymnasium tonight, they said she will jump through the roof if she could. The non-starters here for Coach Marnie McMahon this evening, wearing number 3, Elise Beyer, who is a sophomore. Angela Kerr wears number 6. She's a senior. Abby Black, also a senior, wears number 7. Zoe Gonzalez is a junior. She wears number 9. Bree Sackman, a sophomore, wears number 10. And Malia Nell is a junior, and she wears number 11. So those are the starters here tonight as we continue the warm-ups here at Wenatchee High School. And I'll tell you, this place is filling up. We've got a student section that will be loud for both the Panthers and the Wildcats. This is going to be a fun one here tonight. Glad you could join us on the NCWLIFE channel, also streaming on our Facebook page and on our website, NCWLIFE.com. We'll take a break and come back with more here from Wenatchee High School after this. You're watching Big-9 Volleyball tonight on the NCWLIFE channel.
Let's face it, selling your good used vehicle can be a hassle, if nothing else. Consign your vehicle here at Global Elite Motors. When you do, you'll get the best possible price because of our proprietary selling system. We offer the ability to finance, add warranties, take trade-ins, and much, much more. Each consignment vehicle we represent is thoroughly inspected and marketed to attract qualified buyers. Let us help sell your quality vehicle. Buying a vehicle? Consigning a vehicle? Stop by Global Elite Motors on Wenatchee Avenue at Global Car Care.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
Hi, everybody. In North Central Washington, I'm Dan Kuntz, and I do the honors each and every weekday morning at 7 a.m. to bring you live local news, local weather, local sports. It's called Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's a fun show. I enjoy doing it. I invite you to watch it. It's Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. live right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. I interview movers and shakers. We have a good time. Start your day live and local. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley right here with yours truly on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Here on the NCWLIFE Channel as we bring you Big-9 Volleyball tonight here on the broadcast. It's brought to you in part by Biosports Physical Therapy. Find them online at biosports.net, open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Also by Charter College. They work to get you to work. Find out about how to enroll today at chartercollege.edu. Now, as I alluded to when we opened the top of the broadcast, this is the first of 3 nights in a row of broadcasts involving Eastmont and Wenatchee. Cross River rivalry renewed. We've got volleyball here tonight. Of course, tomorrow night it's the Bridge of Sportsmanship, 17th version of the game that's been around since the 50s. But they've started calling it the Bridge of Sportsmanship here just a few years ago. And so this will be the 17th official version of the Bridge of Sportsmanship. That'll be tomorrow night from Wildcat Stadium in East Wenatchee. We'll have the pregame with yours truly and Grant Olson here on the NCWLIFE Channel starting at 6:30. Also be sure and join us for the early part of our pregame show because we'll have a representative from Les Schwab to talk about an exciting event that is returning again here to the Wenatchee Valley. On Saturday, Eastmont will host Wenatchee in girls soccer. Sebastian Moraga and Matt Wisen will have your call. That game was moved to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and so we'll have our pregame at 2:45 Saturday here on the NCWLIFE Channel. And then, of course, next week we'll get back into the thick of Big-9 play with Wenatchee taking on Davis at Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl. Sebastian and Matt will have the call on that one as well. So the crowd is in full throat as the ladies are being announced for Eastmont. The flag is being lowered for our national anthem. And quite a sight to be held here with fans in the stands here tonight. Now, after tonight, these two teams will meet one more time around in October. Well, let's see. October. It'll be October the 19th. And that will be over at Eastmont High School. So, and I believe we've got that scheduled to be broadcast here on the NCWLIFE Channel as well. So that will be a lot of fun. And it seems that every time we've broadcast Wenatchee and Eastmont, the matches have gone 5 games. And both teams are coming in after playing 5-game matches here earlier this week. So we'll see what the stamina has. We'll see what the emotional stamina is for both of these teams as you hear the full roar of the Panther faithful back behind us here. And I'm telling you what, as we look at it, the fans are in the stands and crammed from the front row all the way to the top here at Wenatchee High School's gymnasium. Wenatchee being announced, they're in the black uniforms trimmed in white. There is a little bit of purple, the traditional Panther purple, that can be just seen on a little stripe that runs down the shirt sleeve. Probably hard to pick up here on the television set, but and of course Eastmont with their road red tops trimmed in white and Columbia blue. That's the official blue, by the way, Columbia blue. Now after tonight, both of these teams will be heading to Ferris High School this weekend for the Linda Sheridan Invitational. That is a big volleyball tournament happening in the Spokane area. So they'll both be there for that on Saturday. So big long road trip after tonight. So I'm sure they're going to leave everything out on the floor here between the Panthers and the Wildcats. We've got our anthem coming up, and we've got volleyball straight ahead as well. So we'll take a break and come back and get you ready for our first game. Who knows? Will we go 5? We'll find out. It's right here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to NCWLIFE.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@NCWLIFE.com or call 888-2020.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu because we work to get you to work.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we'd gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Swing by today and get road trip ready with our always free pre-trip safety check. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
All right, it is deafening here at Wenatchee High School. What an electric environment as we bring you volleyball tonight here on the NCWLIFE Channel. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, Eastmont, as their head coach, Corinne Davis, said, hey, we underestimated Sunnyside on Tuesday night. That game should have been a lot easier. It was not. And so Eastmont was able to pull off the victory on Tuesday. Meanwhile, Wenatchee coming off a huge emotional win at home against the West Valley Rams here at Wenatchee High School. So it is going to be a stem winder here tonight. So Ashlyn Grasseth, Cameron Heimbigner, Rachel Hamilton, Sarah Peterson, Tori Woolsborne, and Emma Bennett out there for Eastmont. Ireland Branham, Ashton McMahon, Marin Stuber, Aaron Walagorski, Addie Schultz, and Kiera DeMargin out there for Wenatchee. We'll get the libero to come in, Ava Jo Berry. So 3 freshmen on the floor to start the game here for the Wenatchee Panthers. Our officials tonight, Bill Lieber will be up top, and down on the floor will be Kurt Einsbar as we're ready for volleyball tonight on the NCWLIFE Channel, and it will be Eastmont serve. Rachel Hamilton, the captain, will do the honors here as the 5'6" junior will get us going here on the NCWLIFE Channel. And the whistle sounds, so we are ready for volleyball here tonight. First serve is in. Kill attempt is good for Wenatchee. To the roar of a big crowd on the hit by Ashton McMahon. Panthers up 1-0. McMahon, who just got the point, will go back and serve. Right side it goes. Grasseth up front. She'll set it up for the kill attempt by Heimbigner. Here's a kill attempt by Schultz up front. Good volley this time around on the second point of the game. And the ball tipped at the net, but the kill is good for DeMargin. Substitution for Eastmont. Quickly in comes Michaela Staines. She will replace Sarah Peterson. And the service again for Wenatchee by McMahon. Right-handed serve from the left side. Grasseth with the kill. Ashlyn with the point. And if that's an indication of how they try to undersell the fact that this is a rivalry game and things like that. But Corinne Davis came out on the floor at that point, and she just pumped a fist. So Davis, meanwhile, is going to have to tend to a knee here. Little injury timeout. So it's an official timeout. This doesn't cost Eastmont at all. But Corinne Davis grabbing for the Band-Aids in their medical kit. As we have the injury here to Rachel Hamilton. And our injury timeout brought to you by Confluence Health. High quality care close to home. Confluence Health dedicated to improving their patients' health with safe, high quality care in 12 communities. So going down to the floor was Rachel Hamilton to try to dig one out and took a little skin off the knee in the process. Meanwhile, back to serve will be Tori Wolfsborn. 5'6" junior approaches. Right-handed serve goes back row to Joe Barry, and a point for Eastmont. And that gets the red zone excited across the way. Ashlyn Grasseth and Cameron Heimbigner having a moment up at the net in between serves. And this one goes into the net. So the points will go to Wenatchee. And they lead it 3-2. Smiles on the faces of Eastmont, even though they gave up the point there. And the service will be to Ava Jo Berry, the freshman. Good serve off the fingertips. It goes off of Sarah Peterson. That will work as an ace here for Wenatchee. Panthers with the service and the lead, 4-2. Ava Jo Berry. Her service this time a little bit too deep. Well, Corinne Davis talked about, and Marnie actually talked about this too. Both coaches said, you just can't get too high, you can't get too low, but both teams celebrating on every point here. Grasseth with the service. Back line it goes, and there is McMahon. Now up front, the kill at the net by Schultz. Returned by Eastmont. Good job by the Cats. Here's another kill attempt. This will spin on the net and then go out of bounds. And it will be a point to Wenatchee. Eastmont thought it was theirs on the block at the net, but no. Back in for the Wildcats comes Brenda Calvillo, the libero. Meanwhile, back to serve for Wenatchee is Elise Beyer. Beyer looks over to her left and gets the sign of where Coach Marty McMahon wants the service to go. Down the line it does. Return here by Eastmont. At the net is a stuff job by Wenatchee. Getting up high was Marin Stuber, the freshman with the block. (6-3). Panthers in charge here of game one. Service, Beyer, down the line again. Back row it goes. Up front, here's the set by Hamilton. And they try to find a hole on the pond, but a good job of diving down by Ava Jo Berry. Now it's up to Eastmont to get it across the net. And a little bit awkwardly there by Tori Wolfsborn. It will go into the net and be a point for the Panthers. 7-3. Elise Beyer doing a good job in the service position here. The sophomore down the line again. This one a little bit too wide and goes out of bounds. It'll be a point to Eastmont. Snaps a string of 3 points in a row by the Panthers. Service for the Wildcats will be Tamarin Heimbigner, the junior. It is loud in here tonight. Back line it goes. Nice job on the return. Here's a little set, little dink shot, and this could be a point for Eastmont. McMahon tried to get it across. The ball kind of tipped on the front of the net. Couldn't quite get enough muster to get over there. So point for Eastmont. They shave it to 2. The lead at 7-5 for Wenatchee. Service again by Heimbigner. Down the line it goes. Tough return, but a good job by DeMargin. Now the kill by DeMargin. Back line it goes. It's in. Nice touch up front for Eastmont by Emma Bennett. The wave of emotions here at Wenatchee High School running strong tonight. Eastmont trailing it by 1. The service by Heimbigner, right in the middle this time. Down to get it is McMahon. The set and the kill, strongly executed by Marin Stuber. The freshman coming through. Substitution for Eastmont, Rebecca Vara comes in, and she will replace Cameron Heimbigner in the lineup. Meanwhile, the service will go to the freshman, Kiara DeMargin. DeMargin with the jump serve. Boy, look at that athletic move. Now the hit return too high and too long for Eastmont. Tori Woolsborne pointing up to the ceiling. She says, the lights got my eyes. Could be. Kiara DeMargin with her second service here as the Panthers are back up by 3 again, 9-6. The serve, jump serve, back line. Nice job by the libero for Eastmont to get after that one. Now the kill attempt goes out of bounds on a block. Nice job of getting up for Eastmont. Was Rachel Hamilton. The block across the net was by Marin Stuber, but it goes out of bounds. Point to Eastmont. Service for the Wildcats by Peterson. It's across. Now the reverse set. And what a strong kill. Getting up high was Abby Black. The senior comes through. Substitutions here for the Panthers as in comes Erin Wologorski. And also, let's see who else came in. Looked like it was Angela Kerr. So Kerr will be back to serve. Panthers lead it 10-7. Service is good to the back line is there. Staines up front for the kill attempt with the right hand by Bennett. Point to Eastmont. Well, the fans are into this one. They're going to be exhausted as well as the players. Ashlyn Grasseth comes back in for Eastmont as it's now back to a 2-point differential, 10-8. And the service will be for Brenda Calvillo, the libero. Middle of the floor, it goes back to DeMargin, to Joe Barry. They get it across. Eastmont setting it up. Grasseth, a little touch at the nets. Directing traffic after it got across. Now the block at the nets on the shot by McMahon. Set it up for Grasseth. Goes to high again. McMahon is there. Up front it goes to Byer. Scrolling down is Calvillo. Kept it alive. Eastmont can't get it across the net, however, on the shot by Michaela Staines. Corinne Davis quickly into cheerlead for the Wildcats. Substitutions here for Wenatchee. Addie Schultz comes back in. So too does Ireland Branham. And it will be Ireland on the service for the Panthers. 11-8 the score. We're in game 1. Back line, it is Calvillo. Get it up front for the tap there by Tori Woolsborne. Now we're going to get a point to Eastmont. A lift called against Wenatchee. Back to a 2-point differential. Substitutions. Heimbigner comes back in for Eastmont. And back in, let's see, I think Bree Sackman came in for Wenatchee. Yes. So Bree Sackman in for the first time for the Panthers. Service to Eastmont for Rachel Hamilton. Service is across. Back row it is for now a beautiful thought at the nets and battling back Wenatchee here. Sprawling bodies all over the place. They get it back across by Ava Jo Berry. Here's a set at the net, a block. Calvillo is there. No, we're going to get a point to Eastmont. Into the net or under the net were the Panthers. I think they're going to call that on Wologorski. Service here for Eastmont has pulled it to within 1. Service back line. What a serve there by Rachel Hamilton. Now the kill at the net goes into the nets by McMahon, and a point for Eastmont. We're tied at 11. Our first tie of this first game. Can Eastmont take its first lead here? McMahon sprawling to Joe Berry. Wenatchee gets it across. Calvillo back line. They'll set it up for Grasseth. Again, she tries to go into the pond, and they're going to say into the net goes Wenatchee once again. I think they say Branham got into the net. And Eastmont with its first lead here. Rifle serve and an ace for Eastmont. Wildcats by 2, 13-11. 15 coming in is Kiara DeMargin here for Wenatchee, and the Panthers going to take a timeout. We'll take a break as well. 30 seconds on the broadcast. 13-11 Eastmont by 2 here in game 1. We're back after this.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
So we've had one tie and one lead change here in this first game, with Eastmont leading at 13-11. Wenatchee's coach, Marnie McMahon, trying to stop a little momentum here and see if that can fluster Rachel Hamilton, who has served, 4 points in a row here for the Wildcats. Service by Hamilton. Back row it goes, and a little miscommunication there between the freshmen, DeMargin and Joe Barry, and it goes in for an ace. I'm looking at the faces here of the ladies, and Eastmont having fun. Wenatchee very serious right now. This ball again, great serve. Here's McMahon at the net, blocked by Eastmont. Grasseth was there, so too high was Heimbigner, and the point goes to Eastmont. No, sorry, point into the net, they say, and the point will be Wenatchee's. 14-12. McMahon on the service. Near side it comes. Here's Calvillo, back line. Defensive move by McMahon. Now the little touch. Beautiful stop by Kira DeMargin. Holy cow, look at that. Wenatchee back to within 1. 14-13. McMahon, soft serve. Eastmont rallies. Grasseth tried to backhand it across the net. It did not work. And the point will go to Wenatchee. We're tied again. Our second tie of this first game. First team to win 3 wins the match. And again, it will be Ashton McMahon on the service. Right-handed serve from the back left side. Little soft serve again. Skittering down to the floor was Eastmont to get it. Wenatchee now scrambling back. They get it back across. Grasseth is there. Up front, it will go to Hamilton. Now reversing left side. Wenatchee kept it alive for a moment, but Ireland Branham's opportunity there goes awry, and it'll be a point for Eastmont. Wildcats take the lead back. And the service will be by Tori Woolsborne. Woolsborne, right hand from the left side. Down low goes Joe Barry to McMahon, and now DeMargin gets it across. Calvillo backline. Grasseth with the kill. It's out. Not by much, but just barely out. Point to the Panthers, and tied again at 15. Third tie. Yeah, we kind of had a feeling this is going to be one of those games, and sure enough it is. Service for Ava Jo Barry, the freshman libero. Cross court back line. Wildcats are there. Grasseth again tries to be a little touch with it. Here's DeMargin. Back line for Calvillo. The set up front by Hamilton. The kill attempt at the net blocked, and it will go out of bounds. It'll be a point to Wenatchee. Good scramble over there by Sarah Peterson, but she just could not get enough on it. And boy, the big girls up front for Eastmont are all over it tonight. Addie Schultz had a big play in that one. Ava Jo Barry again on the serve. Down the line it goes. Grasseth is there. To Hamilton. Block at the net. Good job of just getting an elbow up again. Softly put across by DeMargin. Here's Hamilton. Up front for Branham. Reverse set. Eastmont counters. Little touch at the net by Peterson. To margin. Backline to Calvillo. Up front it goes. Grasseth again tries that backhanded fist. This time got it across. Killed by DeMargin. Blocked at the net, but it goes out of bounds. It's a point for the Panthers. Wenatchee regains the lead. 2 lead changes, 3 ties here in this first game. 17-15 playing at 25. Or you got to win by 2. Who knows how far we'll go here. Ava Jo Berry. Back line, good job of returning it by Woolsborne. Cross court it goes. Branham is there. Now Jo Berry. They just get it across, but it's too deep off the right hand from Addie Schultz. It'll be a point to Eastmont. Well, and I think our biggest lead has been 4 points by either team here in this first game. 17-16, Panthers by 1. Eastmont service. It is the senior Ashlyn Grasseth. Ticks the top of the net. McMahon goes down to a knee to get it. Now it's DeMargin to Grasseth. Cross court, kill attempt, back line, tough return. Peterson, but they got it across. Peterson again. Goes a little bit softer this time. Down to a knee is Jo Berry. Trying to find a hole in the pond. Beautiful job by Wenatchee. Good eyesight. I think Marin Stuber was the one that got and found the hole in the pond. Substitution for Wenatchee. Elise Beyer is back in. So too is Abby Black for the Panthers. The service will be to Beyer. And an 18-16 contest. Everybody's set, ready to go. And here comes the service by Beyer. Right-hander from the right side. With the approach. Down the line it goes. A little awkward on the hit. Calvillo got a piece of it, and they get it over, does Eastmont. Backing up, little miscommunication, but I think into the nets was Eastmont on the kill by Sarah Peterson. She tried to stuff it, but the follow through a little bit too much. Into the net it goes. Her hand, that is, and so that is not legal, and so it's a point to the Panthers. 19-16. Panthers up by 3, trying to get back to their largest lead in this one. Down the line, beautiful serve. Again, it is across the nets, and Eastmont left with nothing that they can do after the little touch by Stuber at the net for Wenatchee. So Panthers back to its largest lead at 4. Service by Beyer. Elise down the line. Again, awkward return here for Peterson. She'll get it back again. Cross court she goes. Now the set, and right there for the kill is DeMargin. Another one for her. We're going to get a timeout taken by Eastmont as they trail at 21-16. Largest lead for Wenatchee in this one, and we'll take a 30-second break and come back. You're watching Big-9 Volleyball tonight here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yes, it's me. It's my husband. I think there's something the matter with him.
It was a feeling that I'll never forget, like being able to meet them and know that he survived. Okay, tell me what's happening. Is he conscious?
No, he's not. He's not.
Okay, take a deep breath for me. I'm getting you help.
Rivercom means to me that I still have my husband here with me. They're the ones that guided me through saving his life.
After the timeout by Eastmont, trying to snap a little string here for Wenatchee as they have their largest lead at 5 in this first game. Our broadcast tonight brought to you in part by Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, providing heating and air conditioning service, installation, and repairs since 1982. Serving residential and commercial, they specialize in indoor air quality. Service continues here for Elise Beyer for Wenatchee. Back line, too deep. Good eye by Calvillo. Nobody said anything. It was up to Calvillo in the middle back row there. And she says, nah, that looks like it's a little too long. And sure enough, it was. 21-17. Service for the Wildcats by Tamron Heimbigner. Heimbigner approaches her service off the line, however, goes outside the antenna. And that will be out of bounds. Rebecca Vara will come in to replace Heimbigner. Haven't had too many unforced errors in this one. That was, I think, one of 2 so far. And I think our only unforced error on a serve. No, we've had another one that went into the net. That's right. Here's the service by DeMargin. cross court, and not much that Rebecca Vara could do with it. Ace, 23-17. Panthers trying to wrap up the first game here tonight. DeMargin now on the service for the Panthers. Spins that ball, approaches, right-handed shot. Oh my goodness, that is a tough serve, and not much Tori Wolfsborn could do with it, and Panthers a point away from winning this first game. Again, first team to win 3 wins the match. Wenatchee trying to get itself 1/3 of the way there. DeMargin, the freshman, with the service. Oh, again, Diane Quayle, and a kill at the net by McMahon, and the Panthers win game 1, 25-17. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back, get you game number 2 on the way here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders, or something else altogether.
We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care. They speak your car's language.
Dankeschön.
Hi, everybody. In North Central Washington, I'm Dan Kuntz, and I do the honors each and every weekday morning at 7 a.m. to bring you live local news, local weather, local sports. It's called Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's a fun show. I enjoy doing it. I invite you to watch it. It's Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. live right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. I interview movers and shakers. We have a good time. Start your day live and local. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley right here with yours truly on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Wenatchee takes the first one here tonight, 25-17 over the Eastmont Wildcats. Our broadcast here on the NCWLIFE Channel brought to you in part by Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their number one priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pick up and drop off available. Stop by their website, globalcarcare.net. Also by Harvest Valley Pest Control. You can rest assured Harvest Valley Pest Control uses kid and pet safe material around your home or office. Call today for a free estimate. Appreciate you joining us here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Eric Granstrom courtside here at Wenatchee High School tonight. First of our back-to-back-to-back broadcasts of Eastmont versus Wenatchee, Panthers versus Wildcats. Wenatchee will have the service here in game 2, and Ireland Branham will do the honors. She's out there with Ava Jo Berry, also Kiera DeMargin. We'll get the rest of those lineups here in a moment as Branham's service is cross court. Up front it goes for Hamilton. The kill by Grasseth and a point for Eastmont out of the gates. They'll have the lead in this one. Service for Eastmont will be by Rachel Hamilton, captain tonight for the Wildcats. I think Eastmont's largest lead in that first game was 2 points into the nets, and it will be a 2-point lead for the Wildcats as the rise and fire by Ashton McMahon a little bit too low. 2-zip Eastmont. Again, service will be to Rachel Hamilton. It's on the way, but right square into the net, so that gives the Panthers a point. It's 2-1. McMahon will be the beneficiary of getting the service here. The junior will serve with a right hand from the left side. It's on the way. And splits two people. And it looked like somebody touched it. I think the ball was out. And kind of a confusion there between Rachel Hamilton and Tori Woolsborne. If they don't touch the ball, I think that ball would have been out. But it's a tough one down the line like that. So tied up at 2, McMahon with the service. Our first tie here in game 2. Oh, what a soft serve that was. Grasseth just gets it back over. Sets it up. Branham. Reverse sets. Kill attempt. In points. Addie Schultz and the Panthers. Our first lead change of game 2. 3-2. Wenatchee. By the way, tickets for tomorrow for Eastmont and Wenatchee football in the Bridge of Sportsmanship go on sale, I believe, tomorrow at noon. Only on ticketspicket.com. New body in there for Eastmont, as getting it over the net was Jasmine Seltz. This one's too deep off the kill attempt, I believe, by DeMargin up front for Wenatchee. And a substitution here for the Wildcats is out comes Michaela Staines, and in is Sarah Peterson. Meanwhile, the service will be Tori Woolsborne. Tied up at 3. And an ace. Sprawling down, trying to get after it was Ava Jo Berry. Can't get it. And our second lead change. Couple of ties. Woolsborne is smiling throughout here. She's enjoying the heck out of this one. The service. Into the net it goes. Tied back up again. Couple of unforced errors on service in this game by Eastmont. Ava Jo Berry doesn't seem to be impacted by this raucous crowd here. Just a freshman. Here's the service. Soft got it across. Grasseth is there. Up front, here's the kill attempt by Peterson. It's in, and a point for Eastmont. Sarah Peterson quickly looks over to the bench area where Coach Corinne Davis clapping her hands together. Back into the game comes Emma Bennett for Eastmont. Meanwhile, Ashlyn Grasseth will have the serve. Back line it goes to DeMargin. Up front, here's the touch at the net to the point for Wenatchee. Marin Stuber again. Substitutes for Wenatchee is Elise Beyer comes in. And also in is Abby Black. Beyer will be the server in a tie game once again. That's 4 ties early in this one. And this is going to be as good as an ace. Sprawling down was Woolsborne, but glances off of her fits and heads toward the scorer's table. And yet another lead change. 6-5 Wenatchee. Beyer down the line. Back line to Peterson. Up front, here's the set and the kill attempt, and that's going to fall in for a point for Eastmont. Off of the kill by Emma Bennett. The junior comes through. Substitution, 13 for 14. Jasmine Seltz is out. And I am afraid I don't have 14 on my roster here, so I'll have to check that for you in a moment. Here's the return by Wenatchee. The shot by Peterson. Back line it goes. McMahon is there. Up front to DeMargin. Down low was Woolsborne, but the ball goes out of bounds off of her hands. Now let me get my other roster supplied by the Panthers. Let's see. Here we go. 14. I still don't have a 14 anywhere here. There's a 14 on the C team for Eastmont. Kill here is in. Look out! With authority, Abby Black. Panthers up by 2, 8-6. Ace for Wenatchee on the service by DeMargin. Service again will be for Kiera DeMargin. Right-hander from the right side. Back line to Calvillo. Eastmont rotates around Hamilton with the set and the kill. No, they're going to say it's a point to Wenatchee on the hit by Sarah Peterson. It went out. Eastmont was claiming that it touched somebody. No, it does not. So the largest lead of the game now, 4, and DeMargin with the serve. Cross court. Ooh, that's a tough one. Calvillo is there when Eastmont needs to get it back over. They do. Woolsborne is there to Joe Barry. Up front. Touch at the net. Nice try by Stuber. Here's Eastmont. Back line. It goes off the hit by Peterson. Up front. Little touch. Eastmont keeping it alive, but they're not going to get it across. Trying to get some help from the scores table here on 14 for Eastmont. Meanwhile, service for DeMargin. 5-point lead for the Panthers. And again, they go back line to it. And the service is an ace for DeMargin. We're going to get a timeout taken by Corinne Davis, and maybe we'll figure out who number 14 for Eastmont is. Meanwhile, Panthers in charge of game 2, 12-6. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. You're watching Big-9 Volleyball tonight here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Hello, my name is Brian Brett, the Fire Chief for Chelan County Fire District 1, and I just wanted to talk about how amazing our Rivercom team is. They are intentional, purposeful, and skillful in everything they do, and they are the best at what they do. How they prepare, how they handle the caller, how they coordinate the emergency services, and how they push themselves to be the best. This is the kind of spirit that our Rivercom telecommunicators have. Our community needs you, we need you, we admire you, you're our lifeline.
Welcome back once again here to Wenatchee High School, where the Panthers lead game 2, 12-6 after taking the opener tonight, 25-17. Sammy Beck, number 14. I should know that. Sammy Beck wears number 4 on the JV, but 14 here for the varsity. Sammy Beck is the daughter of Kathy Beck, my realtor. So I should know that. Here's the service by DeMargin after the timeout by Eastmont. Calvillo goes right back over the net with it. Joe Barry up front, and the kill is out. Oh, no, they're going to say it's in? Oh, my, I thought it was out. The linesman said it was in. 13-6, point to Wenatchee. How about the job here by Kiera DeMargin? Freshman continues to serve 1 point after another for the Panthers. Jump serve again. Beck is there to return it. Joe Barry up front. They'll reverse it around to McMahon, and Calvillo can't get after this one. Another point for Wenatchee. They're running away with this one, 13-7. Oh, no. What have we got? Going to give the point to Eastmont. Okay. All right, so we'll have to check the scoreboard here. It says 13-7 right now. Service for the Wildcats, and this one is out. A little bit too wide off the serve by Sarah Peterson. Peterson will be replaced by Emma Bennett. Meanwhile, it is Angela Kerr that comes in for Wenatchee, as does Erin Wologorski. And the service will be to Kerr, senior in the lineup for the Panthers, as they lead at 14-7. Jump serve, back line. Calvillo is there. Up front it comes to Hamilton. Here's the kill attempt at the net by Woolsborne. Rejected by the Panthers. Big line up front. Abby Black was there. Also Erin Wologorski, who just checked back in. Beautiful job by the duo on the front line for Wenatchee. Lead it by 8. Back line. There's Beck. Now Calvillo. Down the line it goes. The return by Byer. Now it's across by Black. Here's the kill attempt at the net by Bennett. Return by Wenatchee, and they found a hole in the pond. Oh, nice pancake there by Calvillo, but they just can't get the second strike. And it's a point to Wenatchee. 16-7 the score. Eastmont with Beck out there. They seem a little bit out of sorts as far as their rotation is concerned. Angela Kerr with the service. Back line is Beck again. Hello, somebody get it. Calvillo finally gets it back across the net. Back line. DeMargin. Pancake. Nice job back there for Eastmont by Michaela Staines. Wenatchee with the counter, and diving down was Beck, but she couldn't get enough of her fist on it. It's a point for Wenatchee. 17-7. Panthers up big. Service continues for Angela Kerr. It's on the way. Back line Beck. Off balance. Calvillo just saving it and getting it across his Staines. Here's Wenatchee. Much more creative McMahon. Down the line off of Calvillo. Point to Wenatchee. 18-7. Panthers just trying to make a big statement here in game 2. Kerr on the service, continuing for the Panthers. They've had 2 big serving specialists in this one. Angela's serve, a little too deep. Point for Eastmont. Snaps a string. Grasseth comes back in for Eastmont. And also, it is Ava Jo Berry coming back in for Wenatchee. Service for Calvillo. Right in the middle, back line. And nobody on the second hit after the return by DeMargin. Point couple in a row to Eastmont. Trying to climb back into this one after trailing by 10. Calvillo, too deep. It's out. Substitution for Wenatchee. Malia Nell comes in. So too does Ireland Branham. Tori Wolsborn's out there for Eastmont alongside Michaela Staines. It's Branham on the service for Wenatchee, leading it by 10. Wolsborn on the return. Back to Grasseth. And that's going to be a point for Eastmont. Block attempt up front for Wenatchee, but it skimmed off a hand and continued falling to the floor for a point for the Wildcats. Beck comes out. In for Eastmont comes Jasmine Seltz. And the service for Eastmont will be to Rachel Hamilton. Hamilton's serve awkwardly across and too far out of bounds on the far sideline. 20-10, Panthers. Another substitution for Wenatchee as Bree Sackman will come in. Meanwhile, back to serve for Wenatchee is Ashton McMahon. McMahon's service. Beautiful serve. Back line is Wolsborn. Up front, Grasseth with the kill attempt. Off of the sets by Hamilton. Wenatchee on the return. I have to apologize. I'm blocked by the official on the near sideline, so when the ball comes up front line for Wenatchee, I am completely blocked and can't see who's getting it. So it's not that I'm short shrifting Wenatchee. I'm just not able to see it because of the screen. Beautiful play by Branham there. It's our best volley of the game. Branham, reverse set, scramble. Calvillo is there. Here's the set and the kill attempt by Seltz. Return by Wenatchee. They got it across again. Backline Calvillo. What a volley here. Grasseth, kill attempt. And it's going to be a Panther point as Wolsborn could not get the deflection. She comes up looking in her left hand like, holy cow, that was a lot of velocity on that shot. 21-10, Wenatchee. Whoa, what a battle in that point right there. McMahon again on the serve. Soft serve running was Wolsborn. She got it across. Wenatchee now setting it up. Up front it goes for the kill attempt. Cross court to the attempt by Malia Nell. That'll be a point for Eastmont as it went a little bit too wide. Substitution, out comes Michaela Staines for Eastmont. In comes Sarah Peterson. Meanwhile, Tori Woolsborne will have the service, trailing it by 10. Trying to keep Eastmont's hopes alive here. Beautiful serve. Down to a knee goes Joe Barry. McMahon, back line with the kill. Grasseth reverses it. Here's the shots on the kill attempt by Peterson. Somebody got into the net. Wenatchee did. A point for Eastmont. Well, not into the net, but under the net. So you can't touch the net, and you can't go underneath of it and cross that center line. So Marnie McMahon was asking, well, what was that call? And Kurt Einsbar says the foot got under. Here's a kill. It's out. Nobody touched it. Point to Eastmont, so the Wildcats try to come back here. Trailed by as many as 11 in this one. They've cut it down to 8. Woolsborne continues on the service. We're in game 2. Cross court, down to a knee for the Panthers. Now with the kill attempt, cross court was Sackman. Eastmont kind of grouped up front there. They need to get it over. They do. Nice little soft hit. Good idea. Branham up front. Wenatchee's there. Eastmont with the return now. A little dink by Peterson. And Wenatchee with a nice thought and beautiful execution as Calvillo was left on the back row all by herself. Can't get to it. Point for the Panthers. 22-13. Looks like Tori Woolsborne still shaking up a little bit with that left hand. Meanwhile, the service will be Ava Jo Berry. Service, Woolsborne. Up front, back to Calvillo. Back line, Branham to McMahon. Here's the kill by Sackman. A little soft touch at the net. And a little soft touch again by Seltz. And a point for Eastmont. Scramble up front for Marin Stuber. She just couldn't get it. Back in for Eastmont comes Emma Bennett. And back to serve will be Ashlyn Grasseth. Trailing it by 8. Grasseth, too deep. Point to the Panthers. They're 2 away from winning this second game and taking command of this match here tonight. Calvillo comes back in. Also back in for Wenatchee is Elise Beyer and Abby Black. Black will assume the front row position. Meanwhile, the service will go to Beyer. 2 away from winning game 2. Service, too deep. Eastmont stays alive. Haven't had too many serving errors by Wenatchee, unforced errors, but one there that just went a little bit too deep. Beck comes back in here for Eastmont to replace Jasmine Seltz. Meanwhile, who's going to be serving back here? It will be Beck. She's looking around for the ball. It's back by our camera down there. So Sammy Beck on the service. Beautiful serve down to a knee McMahon. The kill attempt at the net by Eastmont. Back it goes, and a touch of the net. It's going to go out of bounds off of Eastmont. Be a point to the Panthers. I don't think it was McMahon that got that. I think it was up front Marin Stuber. She's had a few of those tonight. Service for Wenatchee will be by Bree Sackman, trying to win it here. Sackman serve, back line. Beck is there. Up front on the set, block at the net, points. Abby Black sends it home and sends Wenatchee to a 25-15 win here in game 2. We'll take another 2-minute break and come back and get you more volleyball here at Wenatchee High School. Thanks for joining us on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Hello, my name is Brian Brett, the Fire Chief for Chelan County Fire District 1, and I just wanted to talk about how amazing our Rivercom team is. They are intentional, purposeful, and skillful in everything they do, and they are the best at what they do. How they prepare, how they handle the caller, how they coordinate the emergency services, and how they push themselves to be the best. This is the kind of spirit that our Rivercom telecommunicators have. Our community needs you, we need you, we admire you, you're our lifeline.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35 plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
Well, here we go to game 3. Eastmont going to try to keep from getting swept here tonight by Wenatchee. The Wildcats will have the service. Our broadcast tonight brought to you in part by Les Schwab. Les Schwab takes your safety seriously every time you stop by. Also by One Way Construction, your project, your way. Find them online at onewayconstructionnw.com. And by Rivercom 911. Rivercom is hiring today. See what a career as a telecommunicator can do for you and what you can do for your community. Go to rivercom911.org to apply today. Also by Sangster Motors. The American Challenge is on at Sangster Motors, home of the all-new Yukon SUV. And by Save Mart. Shop smart, shop local, providing outstanding value and service since 1962. Eric Granstrom courtside here at Wenatchee High School. Raucous crowd here tonight, and it's been a lot of cheering for the Panthers on their home floor as they have won the first 2 games here, 25-17 and 25-15. Rachel Hamilton going to try to right the ship here for Eastmont. Hamilton serve, cross court it goes. Branham is there. Kill attempt at the net will go out of bounds off of Eastmont. McMahon with the kill at the net, and then the block by the Wildcats. Grasses was there, but the ball caroms off of her arms and then goes out of bounds. Now, Bill Lieber and Kurt Einsbar are having a conversation here, our officials, about something. I think they're checking the balls here. Making sure that we have certified game balls. I believe I saw Kurt before the game. He was checking the air pressure in each of the balls. And not sure exactly what the issue is here. So Einsbar pointed out one of the balls and has sent it out of play, apparently. Yeah, so it is out of play. So apparently he said there was something wrong with that ball on the service, and now the serve will go over to Wenatchee. McMahon to Calvillo. Reverse set here for Hamilton to get it across. Scramble by Wenatchee. Kill at the net. Block there, but they're going to say a point to Eastmont on 4 strikes by Wenatchee. Peterson will come in, and out goes Michaela Staines. Meanwhile, Tori Wolfsborn will drop back to serve. Tied up at 1. Had a lot of those tonight, as in tie contests. Kill by DeMargin. Block by Eastmont. Getting up high was Grasseth along with Seltz. Signs held up for the red zone for Eastmont. Y'all ready for tomorrow, referring to the Bridge of Sportsmanship football game. Wolfsborn service into the nets. Unforced error again. And our second tie of this one, 2-2 to score. Ava Jo Berry will have the service. After the game, we'll talk to the winning coach, and we'll also talk to one of the players of that squad. So hold on for that. Joe Barry with the service. Grassett on the return. Up front, here's Peterson. Cross court. Nice job getting down by Joe Barry. Here's a kill attempt up front by Schultz, and it's a point to Eastmont on the kill. Yet another lead change. 2 lead changes, 2 ties here in game 3. Wenatchee going for the sweep, and it's been quite a while since the Panthers have been able to sweep aside their neighbors across the river. Back line, Woolsborne thought Grasseth was going to try to return it, and an ace for Ava Jo Barrett. She's been stellar on serve for Wenatchee here tonight. Service again by Ava to Grasseth. Up front it goes to Hamilton, and Grasseth tried to get the kill at the net. Instead, it will drop in on her side of the net. Be a point to the Panthers. They lead it by 3, 5-2. Ava again on the service after checking with her coach, Marnie McMahon. Grasseth got it across, and then just an easy little touch by DeMargin, saying thank you very much for that set. Point for her on the little soft touch. 6-2. Grasseth up front. Peterson got it across. McMahon back row to Branham. Kill at the net, and touch. Seltz just couldn't quite figure out. That ball looked like it was stuck midair. The kill by Marion Steuben for Wenatchee. Point after point after point to the Panthers here. Again, Ava Jo Barry on the service. Backline Grasseth to Woolsborne. Grasseth gets it across. McMahon up front to Branham. Reverse on the kill, and a beautiful hit by Addie Schultz. Schultz with a look of determination on her face, and Wenatchee will celebrate on a timeout taken by Eastmont. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. 8-2 the score. Panthers going for the sweep. We're back after this.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
8-2 Panthers on top. Timeout taken by Corinne Davis to settle down her Eastmont Wildcats as they're trying to avoid being swept here, but Wenatchee's got other things in mind as they continue with this freshman attack. Ava Jo Barry continuing on the service. 6 points in a row. Down the line, Grasseth is there. And up front to Hamilton. Now the kill attempt by Woolsborne into the net. She's had a few of those tonight. Corinne Davis trying to cheer up Torrey on the back line. Meanwhile, 9-2 the score. Jo Barry on the serve. Ava Jo a little bit too deep this time, and kind of an exhalation of relief there for Eastmont. Calvillo comes out, and in comes Bennett. It'll be Ashlyn Grasseth on the serve. Down by 6. Backline McMahon to Branham. Kill by DeMargin and touched. And I think if Peterson doesn't touch that, Eastmont might have a better chance at returning that ball on the backside, on the weak side there. Calvillo replacing Grasseth. Meanwhile, back to serve is Elise, it's Beyer. So Elise Beyer back there. I think Abby Black came in on that rotation as well. She's up front. Service by Beyer. Oh boy, that's a tough serve. Holy cow, there's not much you can do with that. Calvillo got one back of her knuckle on it, and that was it. Ace. 11-3, Panthers in charge. Well, Marnie McMahon was talking about this before the game, saying, you know, the girls believe in themselves. You get these freshmen out here that are playing lights out. Here's Seltz, can't get it across. 4 touches for Eastmont. Point to the Panthers. Showing it here tonight. Early season Big-9 play. Panthers trying to improve to 2-0 in the Big-9 and hand Eastmont their first Big-9 loss of the season. Eastmont gets it up to Peterson, the block at the net. Panthers this time will just let it go out of bounds on the backhanded swipe by Sarah Peterson. Wind is being sucked from the sails of Eastmont. It is everything by Wenatchee's play tonight. Beyer again with the service. Cross court it goes, Calvillo on the back line. Up to Hamilton. Now Woolsborne. This kill much better for her. Here's DeMargin. Tried to find a hole in the pond. Can't do it though as Eastmont covers. Calvillo gets it across to McMahon up front. Branham reverse. The kill at the net by Abby Black goes into the net. I think you could say that was a block as well for Eastmont. Who's getting up high with Sarah Peterson. Sammy Beck into the lineup for the Wildcats to replace Jasmine Seltz. Trying to stop the damage here. As Sammy will have the service, trailing it by 9. Into the net. Been kind of one of those nights here for Eastmont. 10-point lead for the Panthers. And it will be Kiara DeMargin on the service. Calvillo. Oh, boy. The serves are so difficult for Wenatchee. Calvillo goes around, slaps high fives, and says, hey, that was on me. I need to do better on the return. DeMargin again with the service. The Panthers up to their largest lead at 11. Back line again, and boy, Beck was there, but it just doesn't go where anybody else can get a good hand to it. Rachel Hamilton giving chase. Another point for Wenatchee. Panthers. How about DeMargin with the service. Backline Calvillo. Up front to the Wildcats. Nice little touch there by Bennett. Scramble for Wenatchee. Good job by Ava Jo Berry to get it across. Here's a little dink shot by Hamilton. Somebody's got to get it for McMahon. They're going to say 4 hits. No, a lift on Wenatchee. Eastmont points. Sarah Peterson on the service. Cross court. Back line to Margin. They foist it forward to McMahon. Eastmont scrambling. Look out. They almost had 2 bodies collide. Here's the set for McMahon. Calvillo, just defensive, gets it across. And Eastmont nearly colliding on the back row again with the scramble and a point to Wenatchee. Substitution, Angela Kerr comes in for the Panthers, as does Erin Waligorski. It looks like also for Eastmont, Rebecca Vara wants to come in. As they're getting the attention of Sammy Beck and saying, hey, you're out. Trying to figure out who else came in here for Eastmont. Woolsborne is out there. Oh, looks like it's Michaela Staines that came back in. There we go. Kerr with the service. Panthers up by 12. Cross court. Down goes Staines. Reverse by Hamilton. Good job of getting it across by Eastmont. Here's a kill at the net for Wenatchee. And that strike awkwardly so by Staines, and a point to Wenatchee. Panthers, a little more smiles going on their side of the net after they were just serious for the first 2 games here as they won it 25-17 and 15. Up big in this one, 18-5. Kerr with the serve. Back line it goes, and a nice little push across by Eastmont. Battle at the net, and it will fall in. Hamilton with the little touch, and Hamilton with the point. Grasseth will come in. Meanwhile, back to serve will be Calvillo. Brenda on the service, trailing it by 12. Middle of the pond, there is DeMargin. Reverse set, and Abby Black a little bit too wide. No, they're going to say double hit. Wow. I don't know. I guess it was on the set, not on Abby Black, because she just whaled it with one hand. But apparently on the set to her, on a set up front from Elise Beyer. Ava Jo Berry comes back in for Wenatchee. Meanwhile, well, who's got the serve here? I thought that point went to Eastmont, but no. They got 19-6 up on the board. Ball is going over to Wenatchee's side, so they are going to say the double hit, I guess, was on Eastmont. Okay. So now that Wenatchee's got the serve back, they get the bright bodies they want in there, including Ireland Branham. 19-6 is our score as the officials make sure we're all straight on the scores table here. So here we go. 6 points away from deciding this one. Branham on the service. Cross court, back line. Eastmont there. A little bit strong by Vara, but Wenatchee returns it. There's a kill by McMahon. Oh my. Rifle shot across the paint, and it's in. Point to the Panthers, 20-6. We'll see what that win over West Valley earlier this week, and they fell in game 4, 32-30, 62 points in one game, and then came back and won the fifth game 15-8. That says a lot about mental toughness. And a block at the net by Wenatchee, and a point. Zoe Gonzalez gets the block. And the point. Timeout, Eastmont. We'll take another 30-second break and come back. You're watching Big-9 Volleyball tonight here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Let's face it, selling your good used vehicle can be a hassle, if nothing else. Consign your vehicle here at Global Elite Motors. When you do, you'll get the best possible price because of our proprietary selling system. We offer the ability to finance, add warranties, take trade-ins, and much, much more. Each consignment vehicle we represent is thoroughly inspected and marketed to attract qualified buyers. Let us help sell your quality vehicle. Buying a vehicle? Consigning a vehicle? Stop by Global Elite Motors on Wenatchee Avenue at Global Car Care.
21-6 our score. Wenatchee trying to wrap it up here against Eastmont and sweep aside their Cross River rivals. Ashlyn Grasseth trying to pump up her teammates on the Eastmont side. Meanwhile, the service will be for Ireland Branham. McMahon replaced in the lineup here by Bree Sackman for Wenatchee, who also has Zoe Gonzalez out there on the front row. Service for Branham. Ireland, beautiful serve. Off of Woolsborne, spins out of control, out of bounds. 22-6, Panthers in charge. Hello to Leanne Branham, by the way, stepmom of Ireland. And I see that she's helped her a lot on her volleyball game. Front row it comes. Grasseth with the kill and a point for Eastmont. (22-7) the score. Rachel Hamilton on the serve for Eastmont. Ticks the top of the net, this time gets across. A sweeping reverse by Branham, and then DeMargin tried to slap it from there. It hits the upright, hits the antenna, and then falls down for an Eastmont point. Hamilton again on the serve. Boy, barely made it across the top of the net. Kill attempt by Sackman. In! Point! cross court. Look at that. And guess who gets the serve? Now, we talked about that year after year about keeping track of the person that gets the kill and the points and then gets the service back their way, and then they are the serving partner. 23-8, Brees Ackman trying to wrap it up here for the Panthers. Good. And it's going to be out. Oh, boy, I thought that was a good serve down the line, but just barely out. Some good communication by Eastmont. Sarah Peterson comes in for the Wildcats, and she'll replace Michaela Staines. It'll be Eastmont on the service and Tori Woolsborne trying to keep it alive for Eastmont. Great crowd on hand here tonight. Vociferous from the start. Sackman got down to a knee to return that one. Gonzalez at the line with the shot, and Calvillo can't return it. Point for the Panthers. They're one away from winning it. And look who's going to serve it out here. Ava Jo Berry, the freshman. Spark plug for Wenatchee. Here's the service by the libero. Right to the back line. Woolsborne awkwardly, and then Eastmont under the net. That's going to do it. And the Panthers get the sweep here tonight over the Eastmont Wildcats. And Eastmont, Wenatchee coming out onto the floor here, and they're trying to stop them from doing so as Wenatchee showing a little, unsportsmanlike, if you will, with brooms and such, right into the red zone area where the Eastmont student body is. So I'm sure the athletic directors for both high schools not too thrilled about this, and that could raise the tension level a little bit more for tomorrow night's football game. But the end result here is a sweep by Wenatchee. 25-17, 15-9. We'll talk to the coach and we'll talk to a key player coming up here as the postgame show is on the way next here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we'd gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Swing by today and get road trip ready with our always free pre-trip safety check. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35 plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to ncwlife.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-2020.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
Welcome back here on the postgame show. Well, the Wenatchee Panthers have swept the Eastmont Wildcats. It's been a while since we've been able to say that by either team when these two get together. Ireland Branham joining us here on the postgame show. After that big win on Tuesday against West Valley, how hard was it to get up for this one here tonight?
I mean, we had a lot of excitement, fire in our bodies. We hope we could keep that going into this game, and we hope we can kind of continue to that. It was a very big win for us, and I'm super proud of my team.
Talk about that first game. I mean, it went back and forth, several ties, several lead changes, but you guys were able to come out on top. And that seemed to kind of take the wind out of their sails a little bit. Did you guys feel that on the floor?
For West Valley? Or here. Yeah. I think we were making some mistakes, we don't normally do. And once we started to clean up our game, things kind of started to roll a little bit more, and we've kind of played our game. Yeah.
You great rotation. Talk about what is key for you and your team in a game like this. It looked like the girls up front were doing well on the front line. I mean, it was kind of a complete game for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, if we limit our errors, we get good passes, we can kind of do it. We just run our offense, do our thing, not get in our head, and we're pretty much able to do what we need to do.
Well, we talk about this rivalry between the two schools. I mean, you guys know each other. You probably play club ball together and all that kind of stuff. But how fun was that to get the sweep here tonight?
It's fun. I mean, I play with a lot of girls for club on the other side, and so it's fun and exciting to play against them. It's important to have that respect for each other, but also, it's exciting when we do have a sweep like that. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on the win, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Ireland Branham joining us here on the postgame show. We're going to talk to her coach about the Panthers getting the sweep over Eastmont. Coming up next as the postgame show continues on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Yes, we would all love to have a crystal ball to tell us precisely where the local economy and real estate market is headed in 2021 and in the near future. However, what we do have here at NCWLIFE Channel are local experts we connect with every week to give us the inside scoop on all you need to know about your home and our local real estate market. Join me each week while we find out what's happening in the greater Wenatchee Valley. I'm your host, Crystal Hughes, and you are watching At Home with NCWLIFE.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side.
Great, I want that one. I would like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Back to the postgame show on the NCWLIFE Channel after the Wenatchee Panthers sweep aside the Eastmont Wildcats tonight by a score of 25-17, 15, and 9. Marty McMahon joining us here, and we talked before the game about not getting too high, not getting too low. I thought the girls really showed that first game here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they did a much better job in set 2 and 3. Set 1, we just made a lot of errors on our part, and we needed to clean up some of that area of the game. And then they settled back and started to play their game a little bit better in 2 and 3.
I didn't see them panic, though. It was just like, okay, we know what we're doing wrong. We need to just fix it.
Yeah, they stayed really calm. They didn't let their emotions get to them too much, which was really good. Just making a few young errors that we shouldn't be making. But overall, yeah, it was a really good night.
It was our chance and our audience's first chance to see those freshmen. Oh, my gosh, you got some talent, and this is quite a movement here happening at Wenatchee.
Yeah, no, we got a great group of kids. We've got a pretty great senior group and those upperclassmen, but then we have a really good young core. So it just works really well. They're learning fast, they're adapting, and obviously, as you saw, they can hang.
It was loud in here. I mean, I was having a hard time hearing myself, and that's fun, but it's been a while since we've had that, and they were right behind your bench.
Yes. We know that. We practice it during the week about our call systems on defense and offense. We know that they're not going to be able to hear me very much, so they have to realize that when I give them the number call, they know what kind of defense and offense to run because, I mean, our crowd is outstanding. I absolutely love seeing both sides of the crowds back in the gym again.
Well, congratulations on the win here tonight, Coach, and best of luck the rest of the season. We're going to see you a few more times before it's all said and done.
That's wonderful. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you being here.
You bet. We're going to take another break and come back and wrap it up after Wenatchee sweeps aside Eastmont 3-0 here. We'll come back right after this.
Hi, everybody. In North Central Washington, I'm Dan Kuntz, and I do the honors each and every weekday morning at 7 a.m. to bring you live local news, local weather, local sports. It's called Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's a fun show. I enjoy doing it. I invite you to watch it. It's Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. live right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. I interview movers and shakers. We have a good time. Start your day live and local. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley right here with yours truly on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care. They speak your car's language.
Dankeschön.
The Wenatchee Panthers get another win in Big-9 play to improve to 2-0 in the Big-9. They're now 3-1 on the season after sweeping aside Eastmont here tonight by a final of 25-17, 15, and 9. In fact, it was a complete sweep. The JV also winning all 3 games against the Eastmont Wildcats. Eastmont, meanwhile, loses for the first time in Big-9 play. They dropped to 3-1 and 3-5 on the season. We're going to have these two teams later on this year, and we're going to see more volleyball as we continue. And don't forget, football tomorrow night. Bridge of Sportsmanship right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Our pregame at 6:30 from Wildcat Stadium, and then more Eastmont-Wenatchee rivalry renewed on Saturday at Wildcat Stadium with the girls soccer teams facing off at 3 o'clock on Saturday. That's going to wrap it up for our broadcast here tonight. Thanks to Malcolm Whitehall back in the studio, to Josiah Davison, our line producer here on site. Also thanks to cameras here tonight, Hunter Muma, and to Nate Mann. That's going to wrap it up for this broadcast as Wenatchee sweeps aside Eastmont. Have a good night, everybody. Counterplay inside, picking his way back to the 10, to the 5, into the...
Thanks for watching High School Sports on your home for local high school sports, the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast was brought to you by Biosports Physical Therapy, Charter College, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Rivercom 911, and Sangster Motors. Stay with us all year long for high school sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel. We now return to regular programming already in progress.